welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Mazden. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch the content that I create for y'all. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a plan with me for the month of September in my bullet journal. And this is just gonna be a little time-lapse video of me planning and drawing out my bullet journal for this month. I've been using a bullet journal for the past 2 months and it's been going really well. I don't use it as like a planner, like a daily planner, but I've just been using it to do all my little trackers and everything like that, and it's been so incredibly helpful. So I just wanted to come on and show y'all what I'm doing for this month. So as we can see, this month's theme is Disney, but it's not going to be the traditional Disney. Instead of doing like the princesses and classic Disney, I'm actually doing this theme based on the theme park, Disney World, because surprise, I will be going this month. And if you watch my budgeting videos, you might know I have a little secret envelope. And yeah, hint hint. So I do have a budgeting video coming soon, but yeah, so that is why I chose Disney for this theme. And I've seen a lot of people do, you know, the princesses and all that, but I've never seen someone do like the parks. So that is why I chose to do this for my theme. And that is the first 2 pages done. So up next we have the calendar, and I was really torn because I wanted to have a calendar. I haven't done it for the last 2 months. And I was like, you know, I don't really know what to put here. I didn't know what theme to go with, what part of the park I wanted to go with. So I went ahead and I chose Star Wars because don't come for me, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. So I was like, you know what? It's a big part of the parks, obviously. And the calendar is going to be a big part of my journal, but not in like a super detailed way. So I was like, you know what, let me do some Star Wars and pay tribute to Star Wars Land in Hollywood Studios. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just mapping out all the boxes, and I love this part. Like, I love watching this because it's just so much fun and they all look so good at the very end. So I'm putting all the dates in, and you'll see my little doodles. I wrote in the Star Wars font right here, and I chose to do that for all the pages really. You'll see coming up. There are no 2 pages that look the same, so it's a lot of fun. But here I'm just drawing some lightsabers, and this is supposed to be the Death Star. Again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so I don't know, but my dad said it doesn't look like it at all. So it's like, you know what? All right. That is the calendar page that I had made. I think it turned out pretty cute, so let me know what y'all think. So up next, I have one of my favorite pages in this entire journal, and that is my mood tracker. And I spent so much time designing this page and thinking about what I wanted to do, and what I came up with is the theme is the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs mine train ride that is at Disney World. And I am so incredibly happy with how this page turned out. Making all the gems took so long, longer than I'm willing to admit. So I really love how it turned out. And yeah, here's a little just obviously time lapse of me making all the gems, but I think it turned out so cute in the end. So once I got through all the gems, I decided to make a little mine cart. Not the best looking. I never claimed to be an artist, but I went ahead and made this little buggy, and it's just supposed to represent like the little minecart ride. Up next I have the habit tracker, and for this I wanted to do the tree of life that is in, dead center of Animal Kingdom. And, it is such a vibrant, beautiful tree, and it doesn't quite look like it. It's just a random tree that I just, decided to call it the tree of life. But the actual tree of life has like animals carved into the wood and everything, like so elaborate, and I was not so detailed with my drawing, but it's alright, it happens. But I have here, habit tracker, writing that up at the top in the leaves, and then using my Sharpie pen to fill in the dates, and I have 8 total habits that I'm tracking. So, yeah. And I chose to go in with a blue pen and a red pen to just bring some more color to, the page and everything. But that is that. So up next I have my reading log, and this one took a while as well, but it is based on Pirates of the Caribbean. We all know the Pirates ride in Disney World, and if you don't, oh my gosh, go look it up. It's one of the best rides there. I absolutely love it. But I chose to do like a pirate font, and as you'll see, I designed it to look like a scroll, or a piece of parchment that, I don't know, pirates use. I looked up, like Pirates of the Caribbean, and there was some scroll that was there, so I was like, you know what, let's do that. I've been trying to read a lot more, and I've started the series A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I've already gotten through the first book. I read the first book in like 10 days. It was so good. And I'm in a little bit of a slump right now, but I am on the second book. I'm about 150 pages in, but it's so good. Like I said, I'm just been busy and everything. Got a lot of life updates coming at you. I really am trying to get back into reading to kind of help my mental state. That sounds really bad, but it's not like anything bad. Just to find a way to like relax and chill and just immerse myself in another world, essentially. With the reading log, I'll just track, what day I read and the start and end date, or start and end page that I finished on. And as you can see, I'm coloring it in here. I chose to do like a peach and then go over it with an orange to give that kind of like parchment color. I don't know if it turned out that way. It's kind of a little more, it looks all right, I think. But again, let me know what y'all think. Because yeah, it was a lot of fun. So up next I have my sleep tracker, my sleep log, and I thought it would be fun to design this page based on the Tower of Terror that is in Hollywood Studios. So that is what this is. It's very basic, and I don't know, it's not my favorite. It turned out not quite as I was hoping, but it's still cute. I still like it. If you look up like the Tower of Terror, you can see the font is like green, and so yeah, I don't know, I thought it turned out pretty cute. And so I wrote the numbers, the time in green and then the dates in red. So that is that spread all finished. And up next, these are another 2 of my favorites. This one probably up there with the Mine Train one. So this is my time log. I haven't done one of these before, so I'm really excited to try it out. But I saw, I think it was ENBY Reads, do a video, and she had a time log in her bullet journal. I will link that video down below, but I thought it was such a cool concept, and I was like, you know what? I wouldn't put that in mine. And so we did. and it is based on Tomorrowland in Magic Kingdom, I believe. And if you look, it's just like the entrance, and that's just what the font looks like, and the little doodads that are sticking up at the title are also in the entrance as well. And so you can see here, I'm going in, and basically I'm doing a little dot, and they're representing 4 things. It's crochet, YouTube, reading, and work. Basically every hour or half hour, I haven't decided, but for each hour that I spend that day doing something, I'll draw a dot. So like say I spend 3 hours working, I'll draw 3 dots, and I spend 2 hours reading, I'll draw 2 dots. So yeah, I just thought it was cute. And then this projects page is really fun, and it is actually based on Test Track in Epcot, one of my favorite rides ever. And I'm just using this to keep track of projects, either crochet, YouTube videos I want to do. That way I can kind of like track my progress and see when I started it and when I finish it. And that is those 2 pages. So now we're getting into the iffy page. No, it's cute. I really like it. So this is my expense tracker, and I did 3 pages of this, and you'll see why here in a minute, but I based this one off of Toy Story, obviously, because there is a Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios, so I had to include it, of course. I'm also, when we do go, dressing up as Jessie from Toy Story for our Hollywood Studios Day, so I had to include it. But as you can see here, I did the font with the blue outline. I really love how this turned out, honestly. I think it turned out so freaking cute and looks just like it. And then here I'm drawing in, like, you know, I'll write the day, and then how much I spent, where I spent the money, and then what exactly I bought with said money. I found this to be very, very helpful, especially with my budgeting situation, because I can track and be like, oh, you know, I didn't spend much on food, or I spent a lot on food and not as much on my just spending category. So it's helpful for sure, and I can kind of see where I'm spending the most or just how much I'm spending on everything. So say I don't spend too much, like I don't buy too many things in my spending category, but they're all very expensive things. So it's a good way to just kind of like watch my spending and track my spending. So I really like it. I've used it the past 2 months, and yeah, so we're including it this time. And then this is the last page. It is my budget tracker. As y'all know, or if you don't know, I do budgeting as well. I haven't done it in a while. I do apologize, but I'm getting back into it, and I got a new job, so I will be tracking that. If I'm going the way that I think it's going, I should get maybe 3 paychecks. I'm not too sure. We'll see. But yeah, so that way I can track, like, you know, how much to put in each envelope. The top up there is how much I actually spent from my wallet, and if I went over budget or stayed below. And then for the bottom 2 sections, I have a start and end category to track, you know, what I started with and what I'll end with in my envelopes. And yeah. Oh, and so now I'm going back here because I forgot to do the colors for my mood tracker. So I'm going in and coloring for each emotion that I want to track throughout the month. I think it turned out so cute, and yeah. And I'm just going in and coloring the rest of my sleep log to make it look more like the Tower of Terror. It's this like reddish orange color, so I feel like I accomplished that. And yeah, oh, and then this is all the lines, so this is fun. It's the lines in this one, my project tracker, as well as the expense tracker. And this is where I start to kind of lose it. Not in the project tracker, but in the expense tracker. Because I got these new pens, and they are not quick dry. I will just say that. And as you can see, I got I got a couple smudges on my page, and it will be on the second page as well. I'll just let you know now. and it made me really upset, and I was very discouraged once this happened. But you know what? It was with, you see here, I just ditched the ruler, but I feel like it fit in with the Toy Story theme, so I'm not too mad about it. Just kind of bummed. And here I'm just adding some little sparkles for the Disney touch. And then I'm going back into the cover page and making a little, almost like a sunset background. I use pink and purple to create the sky. And I didn't color it too intensely because I don't want it to be super crazy. But I think it turned out so cute. I don't know why Magic Kingdom just gives me those vibes. So here are the finished pages. We have the outline of the castle and the Mickey font for my highlights of each day. We have the Star Wars calendar, which I think turned out really cute. We have the Mine Train mood tracker and Animal Kingdom habit tracker. We have the Pirates of the Caribbean reading log and Tower of Terror sleep log. The Tomorrowland time log and Test Track project tracker. And then we have our Toy Story expense tracker, which spans across 3 pages, and my just general Disney budget tracker. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.